We start, though, with cleanup and recovery efforts underway this morning after another round of deadly storms tore across the country over the weekend.
Yeah, a bad situation. More than 50 confirmed tornadoes touched down in 14 states, killing at least 32 people and leaving behind a trail of destruction spanning from the south to the northeast. In Tennessee, 13 people are dead after an EF2 tornado hit 4 counties there. Another tornado hit the Tennessee-Alabama border, killing 1 person. In Arkansas, officials say 5 people are dead after an EF3 tornado destroyed thousands of homes and buildings. People described what it was like when the tornadoes hit.
And I said, that's not just your normal clouds and your thunderstorms. That's a tornado. And as soon as I saw debris coming, I just said, it's time to take shelter.
I thought I was a goner for sure, but I rode it out, and the next thing I know, it was just everything was trashed.
States in the Midwest like Iowa, Indiana, and Illinois also feeling the brunt of the storm. In Illinois, a tornado hit a theater during a concert, causing a deadly roof collapse. And towns in Delaware and New Jersey are also dealing with the storm's aftermath. This morning, the National Weather Service has confirmed 4 tornadoes touched down in New Jersey as well. Just a moment. But first, let's start with NBC News correspondent Jesse Kirsch. He's in Sullivan, Indiana, with a look at the damage. Jesse, good morning. We know Sullivan County, where you are, was one of the hardest hit areas. What are you seeing this morning?
Yeah, Stephen, good morning. 3 people killed in this community at large, according to officials here. And you can see behind me debris. That's what we're looking at. Splintered wood, sheared off trees, shattered glass, homes leveled by what the National Weather Service says was preliminarily an EF3 tornado that came through here with wind gusts up to 155 miles per hour. And what you're seeing behind me, the sun is coming up shortly, so it's hard to see off into the distance. But if you can imagine, this debris field behind me just goes on block after block. Officials say here that we're talking about roughly 30 to 40 homes and businesses just in this neighborhood that have been ravaged by that storm. Officials say that they have been able to locate everyone who was missing. Unfortunately, though, as I mentioned, 3 people confirmed dead in this community at large. And now there's this concern about more severe weather coming through here, another threat for severe weather on Tuesday. And already the mayor in this community outside of Indianapolis says that we're looking at recovery that will go on for years, Stephen.
Hearing about more severe weather, the last thing people there want to hear. I know Indiana's Governor Eric Holcomb has declared a state of emergency for Sullivan as well as Johnson County there. We also know the president has been in touch with officials. So what is the focus for officials this morning? How do they even start that daunting process of cleanup and recovery?
Yes, so we've already seen people going through the debris. Yesterday, I spoke with a man who felt like at that point he had gotten everything he could out of his home less than 48 hours after the tornado swept through here. And so he is going to stay with family for the time being. Said he has insurance, so hopefully he'll be able to rebuild here. But at this point, you can see there isn't much left for some people to be taking away from here. The officials here in this community are calling for volunteers to come out and help. We saw people yesterday handing out food and water while people were in the middle of this cleanup. There are workers out here as well, utility crews out here. So a lot of this going on. But again, Stephen, we're talking about something that's not going to be a couple days. We're talking about years, according to what the mayor expects here. They're also calling for monetary donations to help people in this community. And they said they've had such an outpouring of support for people, a lot of food donations coming into the point where they said they actually don't need more food. They need those volunteers now and monetary donations, because again, you can see there's a lot of cleanup ahead here.
Glad to hear they are getting help, because they are definitely going to need it. Jesse Kirsch, thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.